Hello, welcome back. Part 3 and the final part in our July challenge. I hope you are enjoying it and I hope you're playing with the little bits and pieces that come in the kit, even if you are not sharing on social media, although I really would love to see what you're doing. So for the final week, we just have a few little pieces of ephemera. And once again, I have printed more than I need. I have cut them out, added some ink splatters. This time we've got some labels, we've got some little words, we've got a couple of different library pockets, we've got a book cover, and we also have this little notebook cover, which I am really pleased with. I love how that turns out. And of course we've got a butterfly. We're going to use all of these pieces today. I'm going to start with finding some scrap paper for my notebook, and I've literally just pulled out a few bits and pieces from my scrap box. Right, let's tear that in half. Now we're going to make 2 scrap notebooks. Okay, I'm going to start with these few pieces here. Let's put that one aside for a moment. Now these pieces are quite long, so I'm going to fold those like this. Just make sure they don't hang out of the bottom. If they do little bits, that's no problem. That's quite fun. So we'll start with these at the front because they're the more interesting little pieces. Okay, I'm going to swap these out because they're a little bit too short. Need some longer pieces. Okay, so we've got a couple of longer pieces now. I think we might have several pages here. This is some newsprint. It's quite good because it's very thin. It's getting a little bit too hot to function, to be perfectly honest with you. It's so very hot. Okay, so now we have all our little pages sorted. I'll just put these together to form a little scrappy notebook. So I think these will be fabulous to make. You can make lots of notebooks. There we go. So all our pages are now together. And what I'm hoping is, I have staples in my stapler, which of course I don't. There's no staples in my big stapler. Now, will this one's not going to reach. Okay, so not only have I found some staples, I have found some really cool copper coloured staples. So we're going to use those. Now I'm using a large reach stapler. I don't know if another stapler would reach this far into your notebook, but you could always sew it together. I'm going to take a couple of my clips, put one on each side, and I'm using the front. Right, now I'm going to put it in. How can I do this? So I'm going to open this up, put this in. Line it up where I think, right. So I think I've used this unsuccessfully several times and successfully 0. So I'm just going to go for it. Move that across, put a second staple in. See how that looks? Absolutely terrible, but it's holding that closed. So that will do for me. That will do for me. Now I'll try and do a better job of this one and try that again. There we go. I'm sure there's people out there shouting at me because there is probably a method of how to use that, but it's not too far out. It's not too far out. We've got 2 notebooks, which is what I needed. Now, big mistake. What I have done is not added my pockets. So I'm going to open this up. Now this should be the same as this. Tiny bit wider maybe. But what I'm going to do to put my pocket in is I'm going to going to put a little bit of glue. Honestly, the heat in this glue is driving me to distraction today. And I'm going to put glue along the straight here because those corners are going to need trimming. Take my scissors and just trim that. Would have been a lot easier to do this before I'd put the pages in. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Okay, brilliant. Ink that up. And now in the back here, we're just going to pop one of those little library cards. So that's one done. I'll do exactly the same with this and be right back. Okay, now I'm going to do these books now slightly different from here. So I'm going to work on the one for our simple journal first of all. What I'm going to do, and for this one, I am literally going to glue a label on the front. It says book log. So you could use this to make some notes of the books you are currently reading. And I'm going to tuck the notebook into that pocket and that into the front. So we have something very simple like that. That is pretty much done. We could just add a little label to give that a little bit more interest on the front there. And if I had cut two out, I may well have stuck a butterfly, but I'm saving the butterfly for this one. So for this one, what I'm going to do is take one of the little tabs that I've cut out from the digital. Yeah. I'm going to add this to the front cover. This time I'm going to take the little book log label and add it to the tab. Oh, that slid. Put that there. This one says notes. So that's going to go onto the front of this one. And now I'm just going to jazz up my butterfly a little bit. Actually, I'm going to ink the edges of it first. And now I'm going to crinkle my butterfly up like so. Just using my tweezers actually for this. Give that a good bend. Now I'm going to take my ink and just give that a little ink over some of those creases, just lightly. I'm not going to do it too much. Now he's going to sit on the front of my notebook, but what I'm going to do is I've got some of those little white flower centers. I'm going to cut mine in half. I find it a lot easier to use if they're not actually stuck together. I'm going to take my ink and hold them down. What I like about the white ones is you can colour them or not colour them, anything you like. So I'm just giving those a very light ink. And turn my butterfly over in this instance. I'm going to glue the back and pop these at a bit of an angle. bit more glue. And then stick him to the front. I didn't do a particularly good job with my little butterfly antennas, but that's okay. Quite happy with that. And this time I'm going to use the back flap put into that pocket along with the tag. He's obviously going to overhang. So now we have something like that. So on the inside, I'm going to add a few labels. And I'm going to add another one of these tabs at a page edge. Just to make the inside of that look a little bit more interesting. Now, if you wanted, you could always tie this closed, but I think that's quite a cute little book floating pocket. Obviously, if you were going to put it into a journal, you would do something more like this, maybe without the notepad, so it's a lot flatter, and you could put that onto a page. Or you could do something a little bit more elaborate like this. If you were going to use it for Happy Mail, you've got your little notebook in the pocket. You've also got your tag in the pocket. We've got our 2 tags and our book cover tag in that pocket inside. This you could leave blank or decorate if you wish. And then here we have this little piece here. Now, my intention was, with this book cover, I was going to make a little slit pocket. I've got one here that I was going to use as a template, but I just thought if I did that on the inside, that would just cause too much bulk. So I've decided I'm not doing that. So let's just add this to the pocket as well. So we've got something else in there, and we're making use of that piece that we've printed and cut out. Now I'm just going to slot that in there a little bit lower. So I hope you like them. I hope you'll give them a go. I know these videos were much quicker. I just wanted to give you some ideas of how they could go together. The options for this are pretty endless. You could use all of these elements in a journal if you wanted to. I just wanted to show you one of the prototypes I made. This one, where I've put the pocket on the front, but that does flip up. And one other one, if I can find it. So on this one, I put a pocket at the front with the bits and pieces, but I also put a larger pocket at the back for the notebook. So that is another idea for how you could put it together. This is just a prototype, and what I've also done is glued the book to the pocket, so we didn't have 2 pockets identical in this particular make. But these were prototypes just to give you an idea again of how they could go together. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment, a nice one if you don't mind, and stay tuned for August. I'm not sure what August will look like yet, but there will be something coming in August. So see you soon. Take care. Bye.